actually you can be satiated by really nutritious, good, regeneratively raised foods. Because, I mean, I was in this position too years ago where I just lived from snack to snack and not enough, animal proteins and nutrients to feel satisfied. Then you kind of get fearful. You think, oh, well, I can't, I'm always hungry. And well, because you're under nutrified or whatever the word is, undernourished.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if we can kind of get past that fear and feel like you won't need to be eating all day long and buying all these packaged foods, you can actually just really sit down and I mean, I do a workout every day and I eat mostly, for example, mostly beef, usually ground beef or some sort of, steak or stew and very
That's what
few
I eat mostly,
vegetables.
Tanya. We haven't even checked up on this before.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I mean, ground beef is the centerpiece, if I had to mention one food, centerpiece of my diet. And it has arguably more nutritional benefits than, let's say, a delicious steak because the ground up is also including joint material and those great
Yes.
benefits of getting collagen that's hard to get in the diet. And I think you brought up an interesting point about fear because fear sells a lot of snacks. And I'm thinking of the
Yes.
origination of the energy bar industry and product category. I
Yeah.
was right on the ground floor of that back in the 80s. Power Bar was my first sponsor, and I was one of the first sponsored athletes by Power Bar, founded by a former marathon runner named Brian Maxwell, the late Brian Maxwell. And the whole brand story was how he ran out of energy during a marathon and lost the race because he became exhausted and needed more calories. And so it was programming the endurance athlete in particular at the start to have this convenient thing to reach for when you ran out of energy. And of course, that spread into all across culture where people had power bars in their drawers or their briefcase for their travels, and they were never without that valuable source of energy, which arguably wouldn't be needed if you had a more nutrient-dense diet without the processed carbohydrate insulin roller coaster that causes those energy dips.